Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. Before we get to the JRC, a brief disclaimer. If you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, all pertinent links are going to be there in the description box. So should you like to do a deep dive on either subject, you should be absolutely able to go ahead and do so. Trigger warnings real fast. This channel is marked not for kids for a reason. First off, I use profanity. I use it a lot. And when we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present that are 16 and younger, parental supervision, very much advised. Now, we are about to read a comment from the Executive Office of Health and Human Services. Looks like it is for the office, maybe out. Not really sure. We'll look into that as we go through this document. So, this is on the proposed ban of electrical stimulation devices intended for self-injurious behavior or aggressive behavior. Alright, so this one says, I'm going to scooch up real quick because I got to clean these glasses. Sorry about that. I do not have an edit button. Well, I probably do. I just have no idea how to use it. Alright, so this says, Dear Commissioner Califf, as Secretary for the Executive Office of Health and Human Services, also known as EOHHS, I write to express the Healy-Driscoll administration support for the rule proposed by the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, banning the use of electrical stimulation devices for aggressive behavior or self-injurious behavior. EOHHS is the largest secretariat in the, here, let me get my glasses on so I can see, the largest secretariat in the Commonwealth, consisting of 11 agencies and state Medicaid program known as Mass Health, which is actually somewhat similar to what we have out here in Missouri. It's called MoHealthNet, which I'm deeply familiar with. More than 1 in the 4 Massachusetts residents relies on vital programs administered by the EOHHS agencies and Mass Health, including some of our most at-risk populations. That's also true out here. MoHealthNet, also known as Medicaid out here, is the gatekeeper. You don't get it. You don't get into the service system, which means multiple cracks. A problem that I have been ranting and raving about literally since circa 2006. And the situation has not changed much, I can tell you that. But let me go ahead and continue here. Notably, our Department of Developmental Services, DDS, which is similar to Missouri Department of Mental Health Division of DD, serves over 45,000 vulnerable individuals throughout their lifetimes. The mission of DDS is to create an innovative and genuine opportunities for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities to participate fully in and contribute meaningfully to their communities as valued members. Hence why we do have the social workers and the full functional behavioral assessment, and while you're getting assessed for services, they use such information to help guide parents into what they feel like the best program that's going to best address their child's very specific issues is going to help them the most. That's among a few of the other services that they provide. They usually coordinate with provider services through ARC, NOVA, Judavine, Burl, things of that nature. Now, interesting about Burl, unlike places like ARC or NOVA, you can literally still use it as long as you've got insurance. But the services you have access to are limited. So if you're in that crucial developmental age, you may need something a bit more comprehensive, like services through ARC, for example, help you get into those transition age services. You see what I'm saying there. DDS, much like our Division of Developmental Disabilities, cover and go over all that planning, all of the testing, all of that good stuff. Massachusetts is also home to the only provider in the country that uses ESDs for individuals with AB or SIB. We understand that the FDA has determined that these devices present an unreasonable and substantial risk of illness or injury when used for AB or SIB, and that this risk cannot be corrected or eliminated by labeling or a change in labeling. Because it can't be. It's designed, Dr. Israel's own words, to hurt. If it is a device that is designed to hurt, you can't fix that with labeling. The flaw is in the design. You know? Alright, we're going to finish this one up. This is going to be a bit of a shorter video, folks. The Healy Driscoll administration supports the FDA's proposed rule, which is appropriately tailored to the circumstances it addresses, namely to stop the use of ESDs for AB or SIB. And we've already read in a previous video today just how many professional organizations that work in this field and provide services within the frame of this field have stood against the JRC. All of them. Literally all of them. So, even trying to defend that, like that one guy did in our last video here, it falls flat when the entirety of the rest of the medical model, which is not known for its sympathy or mercy towards people like me, all line up against you. That should tell you something. Just saying. Let me go ahead and continue here. By the contrast, the rule would not limit the use of ESDs for other purposes such as smoking cessation. The proposed rule also allows for further study of ESDs for any purpose pursuant to an investigational device. Proposed rule, who allows for further study of ESDs for any purpose pursuant to an investigational device exemption, if requirements for such an exemption are met. Yet nobody's willing, who's an outside source and not within the JRC, none of them are willing to conduct that test, citing ethical concerns. It should tell you a lot. We're talking the medical model here. We're not talking about people who are, friendly towards people like me. Finally, the FDA proposal provides for a 180-day transition period subject to a physician-directed transition plan for those individuals for whom the device is in use at the date of publication of the final rule. EOHHS agrees that a transition period will be needed and is ready to aid those in need of a transition. Why is a transition period needed? Take them off the device. Get them into proper age-appropriate services. That doesn't involve someone with a remote control who can harm you at any time. By the way, anyone's like, but their school performance got better. Please stop smoking crack. Crack is bad for you. Put down the pipe. On that note, we're going to close out for this one, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do tend to get removed from time to time, so if you would be so kind, folks, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Of course, folks, please don't forget to hit the comments. Make sure you are still set up for notifications. We're still continuing with Down the Rabbit Hole and the series on the snake oil salesman. We don't want you to miss anything. I do appreciate your time, and as always, folks, we here at Smelling Tea do hope you have a good one. I'll see you all later. Bye.